Thank you for joining us on live stream at your one and only Denver Roller Dome, your home of Denver Roller Derby and Rocky Mountain Roller Derby. It is day 2 of the Goosebumps tournament. This is game 6 between San Fernando Valley and Pikes Peak. I am Leah Davidson, and
I'm Grizz. Yes, Princess Little Piddles, to be correct as well.
There's lots of names.
Let's
Rosters. I'm going to read San Fernando Valley, the Like OMGs, 1369 Stockholm Cindy, 17 Sugar and Feist, 19 Ginger Snap Bones, 1976 HG, 1977 Maya Prerogative, 1987 Sassy Stone, 213 Sucrose Overdose, 310 PH Diabla, 412 Reign of Terror, 423 Oogie Boogie, 480 Sammy Smackyao, 510 Divide and Stomper, 8130 Zoe to Hell, 828 Nightmarin, and 83 American Hurldoll.
And our Pikes Peak Roller Derby All-Stars, we have 107 Hot Tamale, 113 Short Stack, 130 Colonel Panic, 23 Hell them of a Good Time, 3 Cherry Springer, number 42 and your captain Sluggernaut, 607 Belayum Falcon, 621 Zippy Longstockings, 709 Rita Repulsa, 87 Triceratops, 910 Ivana Tormentia, 911 Starstruck, and 97 Stumpy.
All right, we're looking for a close game today because we have teams ranked 40th and 48th in NA West in WFTDA. So that's Pikes Peak sitting at number 40 and SFV sitting at 48.
Yep. Yeah, this weekend we've seen some GER games happening, but we also have, this close NA West game today.
Yep. And yesterday we had an NA West game between the Denver Roller Derby Standbys and SFV Like OMGs. Standbys won 165 to 123.
I love that. And I like you said, Leah, this is going to be a very close game today.
I hope so.
Even looking at the track, it's like they got a mirror going on.
We have San Fernando Valley in white and Pikes Peak in black.
That's right.
First jammers up are
Zippy Longstocking for Pikes Peak on our Skate Rats jam line.
and Sugar and Feist for SFE. Waiting on some official, there we go, 5-second warning.
There's the 5 seconds.
SFV starting with their defense all the way up at the jam or pivot line.
That's right.
4 defense hanging really tough up there against the offense.
Just like great catch by Triceratops at the top there.
Sugar and Feist up top. Sugar and Feist gets out for lead first for SFV.
Pikes Peak Jammer has taken their star off. A great tactic to try to see if that can help get through or help at least get the star through.
Yep, Zippy Longstocking keeps trying this 3-wall at the back, and it is tough going.
Their reforming work is great.
There we go. Some offense gets the Pikes Peak out.
Got the points, quick call off, prevented the other team from getting points, and it looks like they were able to trap an opposing blocker in the box going into this next jam.
Yeah, great first jam for SFV. This time Pikes Peak taking the pivot line and SFV dominating the Skate Rats jam line.
Got an official timeout, it looks like. Out there waiting, though, on the Skate Rats Jam line for Pikes Peak Roller Derby, we have Rita Repulsa. And for SFV, Sucrose Overdose.
Well, during this official timeout, let's read off the officials. We have
Oh,
Ultraviolet Blue, Vicky Vanish, Arson, Pterodactyl, Bob and Weave, India, Snarkomedes, Ginger Spice, Sonar, and Mothman. That is the NSOs. And our skating officials are Thomas the Dank Engine, Lemon Stinger, Scary Reed, Cat Sergeant, Juke and Drawbreaker, Milf and Cookies, Damon Mistress, and Spider Monk.
I love it. We've had such a great ref pool this weekend. Like all of our ref crews have really been on it, really engaged and really well with working together as their own team too. And here we go, back to some derby action.
Yeah, it seemed like somebody needed a new tablet. Pikes Peak starting at the top, and a little bit of offense on the inside gets them an immediate lead jammer. SFV's jammer is out, but falls down and might be able to make their way out. There we go.
There we go.
All right.
All right. We're going to take a
very quick 4-0 jammer. We're going to take a slight break here.
Yeah, a little injury timeout. We're very thankful for our medics and our officials here today, helping us be safe. And shout out to some of our local sponsors for this tournament who have also helped us feed those officials and medics. We have Sawa Mediterranean, Saucy's Southern Barbecue, and Jimmy John's. So thank you for your support this weekend and helping keep all of our medics and officials fed.
This one looks like it could take a little bit of time. We'd also like to thank Skate Rats. You can see them in their little booth in the lower left corner there.
That's right.
They're usually at all of our events. Skate Rats Skate Shop, located in downtown Loveland, is very excited to see the return of roller derby in Colorado. A proud longtime sponsor of Denver Roller Derby, Skate Rats is a one-stop shop for all things skate. Check out their wide variety of products, from custom skates to safety gear to skateboards and clothing. With over 10 years of experience, the Skate Rats staff is friendly and knowledgeable in helping you find or build whatever you may need. Check out skaterats.com. That's SK8RATZ.com for a great selection of product and speedy shipping services to anywhere worldwide. Visit their retail store in Loveland for a smooth and enjoyable shopping experience.
I love it. And, you know, they really are, I feel like I think we heard yesterday, local, small, independent company, and really, truly a champion of derby and skating all over, this Denver metro area and beyond.
Absolutely.
Really support all the derby, all the park skating, all the, Dust, our urban outside skating group.
During this official review, make the pit stop at Skate
Sounds like there was also an official review happening, being called as well, while we take care of this injury.
Skate Rats is a one-stop shop for all things skate. Check out their wide variety of products, from custom skates to safety gear to skateboards and clothing. With over 10 years of experience, the Skate Rats staff is friendly and knowledgeable in helping you find or build whatever you may need. Check out skaterats.com, which is SK8RATZ.com, for a great selection of products for speedy shipping, services to anywhere in the world. Visit their retail store in Loveland for a smooth and enjoyable shopping experience, or visit their booth right over here in the corner today.
Well, that SFV skater is up and skating, and the track is clear now.
I love seeing our skaters come back.
All right, the official results from the open
All right, and it sounds like the official review was a request.
SFV was requesting a back
a
block.
back block on a Pikes Peak blocker.
And the officials saw the contact to the side. Pikes Peak out first very quickly. That's the captain, number 42, Sluggernaut.
We have American Hurl-Doll for SFV pushing their way up the front. Oh, but unfortunately,
gets a
going to
penalty.
head to the box for a high block.
Sluggernaut pushing up at the front, and they're fighting against a tough, close-knit tripod there, and finds a way through for their first scoring pass.
Pikes Peak doing offense through the way of trying to grab a goat, keep that pack control.
Yeah, SFV went to the back there
See what they do
to
up here
avoid
at
that
the top.
offense.
We have American Hurl-Doll coming back on the track for our SFV jammer.
Sluggernaut, they took a little hit to the face there, it looked like, and decided that's enough.
Yeah,
I'm going to go back to the bench.
it's a great reason to call it.
Next up on our Skate Rats Jam line, we have for Pikes Peak Starstruck, and for San Fernando Valley. Once we see the number, Starstruck out first very quickly, right up the middle, being chased down by
Ginger Snapbones.
Ginger Snapbones. Starstruck knocked to the outside. We'll see how many points they get there.
Ginger Snapbones trying to sneak in that little apex jump to get a few points, but looks like no points for SFV on that jam.
Pikes Peak just very happy to put their defense all the way at the top.
Yes.
And their offense is Triceratops all the way at the back. This is the Zippy Longstocking versus Sugar and Feist battle, and Zippy Longstocking out first.
Sugar and Feist really using their offense to get through that thick defensive pack.
Zippy Longstocking fighting for every point, but SFV looked like they were in protect their points mode with that tripod there. 1-0 jam.
1-0. All right. Going into Jam 6 with a clear penalty box for both teams.
Low penalties so far.
Yes. Again, Pikes Peak holding that top. Ready for that suck back at the start.
Sucrose Overdose versus Rita Repulsa. Rita Repulsa out first with lead right up the middle again. These leads are coming very quick for Pikes Peak. And manages to...
Really good start pass there.
We have a... No, we don't. I think there's some confusion there. Rita Repulsa thought she was penalized and then didn't think she was penalized. And no, actually she is penalized.
So this will be a 2-minute jam.
2-minute jam for the pivot that is
Right.
1977 Maya Prerogative. Maya Prerogative fighting against
Pikes Peak
just
does have
three blockers, on the track and some offense, but those three blockers are doing a lot of work.
They are. Again, their ability to reform and really work together is really showing up today. All right, we've got Rita Repulsa back on the track.
Yep.
Oh, interesting.
Both jammers just fighting in this big clump of a pack right now.
Everyone's got 30 seconds left of some intense defensive wall work.
Rita Repulsa out. That is their first scoring trip. She's receiving a lot of offense there, and hits the ground though. Somebody, yeah, I thought there was a wide open hole in the middle there, and then it just closed.
It happens sometimes. SFV doing a great job reforming up front, protecting those last couple points.
So after a super chaotic jam there, we now have a 23-21 score.
Oh, yes.
Just 8 minutes into this game. I hope that it stays this close.
I know. I'm curious to see how many lead changes we'll have. All right, out on the skate ratch jam line for Pikes Peak. So we have your captain Sluggernaut and American Hurl-Doll for SFV.
Yeah, American Hurl-Doll fighting a very tight tripod at the top. It's a very,
yes,
very tight pack with both walls just tripping over each other's feet. And Sluggernaut. Yeah, Sluggernaut, they're out first for lead.
Ooh, and a really nice punch into that defensive wall.
Yeah, there was a little bit of looseness in that SFV wall just for a second, but they just reformed right on top of Sluggernaut.
Yeah. Oh, a nice spin move there.
Yeah, and that opened it up.
That.
That opened it up. All right, 4 points for Sluggernaut.
We have an SFV blocker reporting to the box.
Sluggernaut back into the pack. American Hurl-Doll still struggling, still with the star on.
That's right. Pikes Peak coach staff signaling, we're going to run it. We're going to keep getting some points. SFV going to try to send some offense up. Triceratop's going to say, I see you. I see you.
Yeah, she saw that offense.
But unfortunately going to go to the box for a multiplayer block.
Yeah, a star pass to Zoe to Hell. Finally gets SFV out of the pack and finally forces Pikes Peak to shut down the jam.
That's right. An 11-1 jam.
Pikes Peak starting this jam down one blocker. Still at the top, forming a little bit of an inverted triangle there.
Yes,
they roll into the jammer.
That worked great. We have Starstruck on the line for Pikes Peak on the skate ratch jam line.
Nightmare going to the box for SFV. Another blocker going to the box for SFV. A huge opportunity here for 911 Starstruck for Pikes Peak, who gets lead. SFV pulls that cap off.
Great two-wall work up front from Pikes Peak with Cherry Springer and Helm of a Good Time.
Yeah, SFV did a good job there holding that jammer on a scoring pass for long enough to get their own jammer out.
I love that.
Yeah, with just two, which is critical. Just two blockers on the track and no penalties for those two blockers. That's
great work.
That's how you kill a penalty.
Yep, and they were able to get one of their blockers out of the box and just have one additional blocker standing in the box.
Oh, Pikes Peak is encouraging. It's like SFV wants to be at the top now. Pikes Peak wants to be at the top. So we've got some pivot line starts.
We do.
Zippy Longstocking versus Sugar and Feist. Zippy Longstocking fighting on that inside line. And just makes it through.
Nice. Now with the last little hit on the way out.
Sugar and Feist out right behind, maybe 15 feet in between them. We're going to have a very, very quick scoring trip here.
Both blockers say, we want points. Oh, great.
Both jammers getting points, it looks like.
Colonel Panic gonna go to the box for that directional hit on the offense, but they got some points.
Pikes Peak is in penalty trouble now.
A little bit. They're
Yeah,
gonna,
2 blockers, including one of their pivots in the box. They're starting up top, but kind of course they are, because they're down to 2 people.
right. And these penalty spirals, that's where we can start seeing these lead changes in these really tight
Rita
games.
Repulsa and Sucrose Overdose.
Oh, amazing footwork right there.
Wow, Rita Repulsa, that is huge for her team because they were down 2 blockers.
Yes. We want control of this jam.
Rita Repulsa trying to take advantage of the points.
Oh, same team,
back and
same
forth,
team,
back and forth.
unfortunately.
Pikes Peak having a penalty spiral right
they
now.
lost
There's
another
1 blocker on
blocker.
the track right now. Now 2.
All right. Able to save some points.
Ooh. Yeah, Rita Repulsa did a lot for her team right there.
That was, yes.
Because they started with 2 in the box, added another 1. Meanwhile, she gets lead and is scoring, and now they're down to 1 in the box.
Yeah, and essentially a 0-0, 4-4 jam. And out on the skate ratch jam line for Pikes Peak Roller Derby, we have your captain Sluggernaut and American Hurldoll for SFV.
American Hurldoll out first, SFV getting lead. Sluggernaut, they pulled a star off immediately.
American Hurldoll really living up to her name in that one. She's got 2 to beat up front. And there's the out of play call.
Colonel Panic going to go for blocking while out of play. This SFV wall is super tough, not giving an inch.
Right.
The pivot is off the track, so Sluggernaut is having to just slug it out with this now 4 wall, unfortunately for them.
Some offense coming in from Cherry Springer.
SFV calls that one off, and that seems like maybe a strategy play because Pikes wasn't out yet.
Right.
Right, so, but Pikes has 2 blockers in the box.
Yeah. I think it's a great call. Got 8 points. Frees 2 blockers in the box. It's a good day.
Starstruck and Sugar and Feist on our jam line. Sugar and Feist out first.
Nice.
Against those only 2 blockers out there.
Starstruck taking the star off.
Sugar and Feist still up against just 2 blockers and finding a little room on the outside line.
We have short stack blocker coming back in from the box for Pikes Peak. Gonna close up that outside just to be sure.
Oh, Starstruck still trying to find a way out of this pack here to shut down this jam.
SFV just lost a blocker to the box. See if that can give some advantage. And it did. Starstruck is out for their initial.
Sugar and Feist calls it off. That 4 points, so that should make it 12 on this jam. Is that a lead change?
Let's see the points go. Oh, there we go.
Yep. Scores updated. We have a lead change.
There's the lead change.
Yep. 47 to 45 in favor of San Fernando Valley.
Ooh.
Oh, they told me to say SFV.
SFV.
SFV like OMGs.
SFV like OMGs. Yeah, and a really interesting demonstration of how important it is, that advantage of clean play can be to your team, and how much of a disadvantage it can be when, your blockers start going to the box a lot.
SFV is just kind of like north of Hollywood, north of Santa Monica, on the other side of those hills.
Okay.
That's the valley. When they say Valley Girl,
okay,
it's San Fernando Valley.
Okay.
Get it like OMGs.
Like, oh my God.
Yeah, like OMG. Yeah, And Pikes Peak from just down the road from Denver, Colorado, about an hour south of here in
That's
Colorado
right.
Springs.
Yeah.
So they're pretty used to the elevation up here. San Fernando Valley, I'm sure is pretty close to sea level.
Absolutely. I'm pretty sure some of these Pikes Peak blockers are also doing a little double duty this weekend, playing with our Creepy Crawlers mix-up team as well.
We've got Triceratops playing kind of some dedicated offense, but choosing to keep an eye on her defense.
That's a good choice.
Leaving Zippy Longstocking to fight alone up against this SFV 3 wall. Zippy Longstocking out for, no.
I think that's going to be my guess is that was a penalty for pushing a skater into a down skater.
So we've got Ginger Snapbones, who is lead for SFV. Oh, you think that's what that was, a misconduct?
I think so. That's my
because the
guess.
brace fell down.
Yeah. It was.
And the jammer kept pushing.
Yeah.
That was interesting.
It was a little unavoidable, but that was my guess.
Yep. Well, this is the second scoring pass or scoring trip for Ginger Snap Bones.
Ooh, sneaking by on the outside.
A little side surf action to hit that outside line.
They're going to go ahead and call it.
Yeah. Icing.
Oh, unfortunately, looks like
Yeah.
the jammer will be released from the box.
Yeah,
I'm going to guess their goal was to freeze the jammer.
I think the like OMGs wanted to freeze that jammer in the box, and sometimes just the time it takes to tell them to call it, and then they call it, and then the officials start blowing their whistles, and during that time, that jammer gets released, and it's such a bummer.
Yeah, and the time, the PBM can tell you to go. You got time. All right, out on the skate ratch jam line, we have Rita Repulsa for Pikes Peak and Sucrose Overdose for SFV. Pikes Peak doing a strong four-wall up front. We're going to throw in that bridge to make sure keeping all our packs in play.
Yeah,
amazing bridging.
Both jammers fighting some extremely tough defenses here. And, they're playing tripods, but they're collapsing them down into different shapes and staying super, super tight.
Yeah.
Every time you see a little spot up the middle, they just close it by changing their body position a little bit.
Yes. Yeah, I've really loved the shapes already happening in this game.
No pack is called. Let's see if that loosens something up. It does loosen something up for Sucrose Overdose, who makes it out first for SFV.
SFV is unfortunately also going to lose a blocker to the box.
Sucrose Overdose attacking that pack and gets 2 before they decide to call it off.
I think 3. I think I see that thumb.
Oh, 3. Yeah, that's the German 3. Yes.
My 3's also turned into that somehow. All right. Back out to our skate ratch jam line. We've got Sluggernaut for Pikes Peak and American Hurl Doll for SFV.
SFV starting up top with their 3-wall. They managed to catch Sluggernaut. Sluggernaut fighting along the outside line, carefully fighting along the outside line.
Got I think, a late penalty being issued.
Yeah, I think they're trying to call the jammer, so Sluggernaut goes to the box.
Jammers. Both jammers.
So we're going to have a 2-minute jam. Jammers won't sit for too long. SFV's jammer is back first.
And we have Sluggernaut back on the track as well now.
American Hurl Doll finds some success very quickly. Finishes their initial pass.
And they got a minute left to do some scoring.
Yep, Sluggernaut still fighting on an initial pass. Although, could be wrong about that, depending on when the official issued that penalty.
Right.
I think it was on the initial pass.
I agree. I think we'll have to wait and see, but I think that is also
I think
what
Pikes
happened.
Peak is on their initial right now.
I believe.
Pikes Peak defense in the front is starting to spread out for American Hurl Doll.
And a big bridge out.
Out of play, and there is their, I think her second scoring pass.
I think so.
Yeah.
I see, 4 points on the board already.
The defense is winning this jam.
I was going to say, yeah, really strong defensive walls happening right now. Especially these two walls. Look at that beautiful two-wall work at the front.
Yeah, and Triceratops manages to get the run back on this.
Let's see.
Ooh. That's going to be a cut.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, while American Hurldoll was like falling down and recovering herself, Triceratops ran back, and she did not see that Triceratops ran back and threw that cut.
That's definitely the sneakiest, when you see the person that hit you out. You think you can come back in, but there's always that sneaky little blocker running back too. Pikes Peak gonna set up in a little bit of a four corners out there. I love that.
That is interesting strategy to see. So it's a power jam
for
them,
that's
right? So they're going to all play offense here from all different directions.
I love that, Kind of give you all the options. Hard to read.
Starstruck on a power jam.
Got a little jammed up there. Pikes Peak going to make sure they don't run them pack back.
Pikes Peak playing all offense here, but SFE's defense is hanging tough, and the SFE's jammer is standing with lead still open
SFE losing a blocker too, which is going to really help Starstruck get that final push out.
Yeah, Starstruck gets lead here and is going to hit the pack again on a scoring trip right before American Hurldoll re-enters. Hurl re-enters a little bit gingerly to go up against this tripod that's kind of inverted.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, all through Derby this season, I've really enjoyed seeing the shapes all these defensive walls are doing.
There's some potential offense coming for SFE. Let's see what happens here. They're communicating about it, and Pikes Peak defeated that with just brawn.
Yes, they saw that coming, gave a great counter.
Yeah, these defenses are tough for these jammers here. Starstruck manages to push through.
I know. And I think the screen is still, oh no, that is lead,
Starstruck with a spin that just works on the inside line. That was cool.
That was
up against a four wall. That's what you need to do.
Yes, that little just boop boop.
Very cool. SFV pulls off a star
big
pass.
Big hit out from 1987. H. Sassy Stone. It's going to force the call off.
66 to 55 in favor of SFV. With 6 minutes left. This is a good game we've got going on.
This is a really great game.
Yeah.
All right, now on the Skate Ratch Jam line, we have Zippy Long Stockings for Pikes Peak Roller Derby and Sugar and Feist for SFE.
And Zippy Long Stocking out first, finds room on the outside line.
Sugar and Feist are right behind them.
Yeah, chased very closely. This is going to be a quick one.
Woo!
Jumps to the outside. That is going to be so close.
Let's see.
Oh, the official is.
Confusion.
Looks like Demon Mistress is considering.
I believe this was to the blocker, and the jammer was just making sure that wasn't their penalty.
That was not to the jammer.
Yeah.
Okay, so Pikes Peak blocker went for an illegal contact.
Illegal contact. What was the score on that one? All right, all right. Pikes Peak able to squeeze in one. Nice.
Sucrose Overdose versus Rita Repulsa. Sucrose Overdose is fighting at the front, but is passed by, wow, Rita Repulsa. What? A track cut called on Rita Repulsa.
I'm wondering if that was maybe a late call.
Yeah, I think it must have been from back when they were on the straightaway. Yeah.
I see the turn coach signaling to their bench they should maybe official review that, so we'll see if
SFE, like OMGs, they've passed the star, probably thinking that Pikes Peak was lead.
Right.
So
this will be
now,
another 2-minute jam.
yeah, we've got HG. They're a pivot normally, so they have to jam for 2 minutes now. Well, a minute and 10 seconds.
I feel like all of the
fortunately.
2-minute jams have
Yeah.
been the pivots. Maybe not all of them, but a lot of them.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate moment when you take a star pass and realize that that wasn't a lead jammer whistle. That was a penalty whistle.
Right, that's right.
And now you're stuck with now you're stuck with the star. I don't know. Maybe
Doing great,
HG.
coming
Maybe
around,
maybe
yeah.
they like jamming. Rita Repulsa next to hit the pack on a scoring trip, gets knocked out of bounds. Recycled by Knights Marin. Rita Repulsa recycled again. A really long, really long recycle by Sucrose Overdose.
A nice hit up by SFV wall.
And Sucrose Overdose maybe misjudging the pack definition just a little bit. She is a jammer. And she went like 25 feet out of the back of the pack there.
All right, and we've got Rita Repulsa coming around for some more points. About 2 seconds left. We'll see if she can squeeze one in.
More than one, I think. More than one. 2 points for Rita Repulsa.
Both teams going to start with one blocker in the box.
SFV, that blocker is their jammer,
that's
Sucrose
right.
Overdose. So that's like when you're coaching and you can ice a blocker in the box who is normally a jammer. That's awesome. Screws up their jammer rotation.
It's going to be a timeout for SFV.
All right, let's talk about Great Divide Brewing Company. It's a brewery of great character, making remarkable beer while being active in the community, partly by supporting us here at the Roller Dome.
That's right. And if you're streaming right now but plan to be in the building later, we did not have our bar open yesterday, but today and tomorrow, full bar featuring some of our Great Divide Brewing Company beer.
We also want to thank our sponsor, Sisu. Designed with athletes in mind, say goodbye to old, bulky mouth guards. Talk, breathe, and drink easily with Sisu. Ultra lightweight and ultra comfortable. This is the only mouth guard you need.
It really is.
Yeah, and I 100% agree. The 3D ones are super good.
I really do like the 3D ones. I think they're easier to mold.
It's so much easier to mold. Yeah. 3D is the way to go. We have a pivot fight over the pivot line, and it's a stalemate.
Sluggernaut coming in hard to that defensive wall. And that's going to be a power jam for Pikes Peak.
Yeah, Sluggernaut, they have a power jam with both SFV blockers in front of them falling down, so they get lead.
Great. Pikes Peak setting up their offense for this power jam. Rita Repulsa as a blocker coming back to the track. Or no, Sucrose Overdose.
Yeah, Sucrose is wearing a patch on the back of the back of her shirt that's black. It's a little bit difficult to tell which team. But Sluggernaut fighting a very tough 3-wall up front. One of those tough moments when they're so far away, it's like your offense can't really help, but they need help.
Yes.
Yeah. But they managed to fight their way through, just getting to the very end of the pack definition, so the blockers were out of play. Sluggernaut coming back around for another scoring trip.
And a star pass was completed for SFV as Zotahel comes around the track as our now jammer. Ooh, let's curious to see what these points are going to be. All right. Looks like 4 for Pikes Peak and 2 for SFV on that last pass.
Super even game so far. We've got like the penalties are pretty even. The lead jammer calls are pretty even.
I agree.
Not a lot of momentum shifts, like just kind of trading blows.
That's right.
All right, going into, I think, the 20th jam of period 1. It starts with about a minute on the clock, so this might be the last one.
Ooh, a great four-wall reform up front here from Pikes Peak. Just really swallowing that jammer back up. They
Sugar
found
and
that hole and
Feist
they're
out first for SFV. That's going to be a penalty, I assume, a high block on a SFV blocker. So there's 2 of them in the penalty box for SFV right now. See what they do with this. They call it, I think, on time. So they call it. Pikes Peak calls an official review,
Yeah.
which is going to stop the clock.
It looks like Pikes Peak did squeeze in 3 for that one.
Interesting. That's one of those moments where you could consider running the jam a little longer to clear your penalty box, but it is risky.
It is risky,
You're,
especially in a
it's a
game
little
like
bit
this.
of a roll of the dice, and it's a close game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They might be choosing to use this official review as a timeout.
Yeah, it looks like they did. Which is good, because you can't save your official reviews for the second half.
Yeah.
You can save your timeouts.
No rollover minutes.
Yeah, but you can't save those official reviews.
Well, if you are new, oh, never mind. We're going to get back into this game. Going into, it's probably going to be the, oh, that's why we're calling timeout. Yeah, it's just, we want one more jam for this half.
Yeah, and
I'm
SFV starting with their only two blockers all the way in the back on the jam line. Let's see how this works out. Pikes Peak is going to find a wide open lane on the outside and get lead jammer. That is Zippy Longstocking.
Great job from the blockers there, kind of doing some, dual purpose offense defense.
Yep, those 4 for Pikes Peak, just crushing it.
SFV, though, really taking some big hits back here, able to absorb this hard-hitting jammer. Being smart. We don't want any cuts. We don't want any cuts. We're going to be safe.
Zippy Longstock trying to apply a lot of force to this wall, and it's not working. I think but that was a wild way to get through that wall. Just kind of like trying to jump over it a little bit and getting clipped and falling over, but still making their way out. Zippy Longstocking is fighting against 3 blockers and a jammer now.
I love it.
Some jammer defense from Hurl.
Who says? Let's go ahead and call it. Let's wrap up this period.
That was enough for Pikes Peak. Okay, so 81, they got a 1-point lead and decided to call that jam.
All right,
so we're going to intermission with a 1-point game.
Oh my goodness. I love this.
Amazing. Okay, our halftime is going to be 15 minutes, so we'll be back in about 12 minutes. And tune in for the second half of Game 6 of Goosebumps 2025 at the Roller Dome in Denver, Colorado. We'll see you then. Hopefully the second half just as good as the first. We are back, folks.
We're back.
Back at Goosebumps 2025 at the Roller Dome in Denver, Colorado, home of Denver Roller Derby and Rocky Mountain Roller Derby.
That's right.
We've got a super, super, super close game going on. Well, it literally cannot be closer besides being tied. So
right.
81 for Pikes Peak and San Fernando Valley at 80 points.
Oh, my goodness. And they snuck that in by calling that lead change came out of calling a timeout right at the last period.
Yeah, calling a timeout, doing another jam, and getting the lead in the first half. Incredible.
Love that smart
That would
coaching.
be sick if that's how this half ends.
Yeah.
With some kind of close lead change right at the end.
Yes.
Okay, so I talked to Pikes Peak and their coaches and asked them what they're working on, and they said stay positive.
That's a perfect goal, especially in a close game like this.
Yeah, and here's another perfect one for you. SFV, I said, what are you guys working on for the second half? They said stay out of the penalty box.
Oh, yep. Honestly, both
Yeah.
those things, like, huge to Derby impact.
Yeah, and they want to slow the game down, is what they said. Slow the game down. Stay in control.
That's always a great goal.
Yep.
Looks like.
Yeah, so we're going to start with Sugar and Feist for SFV, and that is Zippy Long Stockings for Pikes Peak.
That's right. And Sugar and Feist for SFV. Sorry, I'm distracted. There's some confusion happening at the penalty box. Okay, we're set. Just getting all of our...
Great, we have the right skaters in place. Officials are in place.
All right, here we go. SFV going to start with their pivot in the box, going into period 2.
Both jammers trying the inside line immediately. And Zippy Long stopping. I think she was down on the ground for a minute there, got up and just immediately took the outside line.
That's right. Sugar and Feist not far behind. Speeding around, quickly catching up there. Ooh.
Very
Zippy.
quick call off there.
That's
And
right.
2 points it looks like for Pikes Peak.
And empty box. 4 blockers and a jammer for everybody.
Yeah, so would you like to become a sponsor? I'm talking to viewers.
Yes, I think they
would
should.
you like to become a sponsor? We offer flexible sponsorship levels with opportunities for special events, promotional appearances, free game tickets, advertising, and more. Email sponsorship at denverrollerderby.org.
And you could maybe sponsor that lead jam for Rita Repulsa.
Yeah, Rita Repulsa out first. It looks like Sucrose Overdose has just taken the star off. A little star stash, not a star pass.
Uh-oh. Rita Repulsa got a big knockout to the inside. Said, call it off. I got some points. It's like 2 points.
2 points. 2 lead jammers, 2 points each so far in the second half. Or, no, that is 3. That was a 3.
Oh, I thought I saw 2.
Box is clear. It looks like Pikes Peak has stopped dominating the pivot line, and they're just starting back there in kind of a little scrum.
Yeah.
Some offense from the pivot right off the start to try to help Sluggernaut, but Sluggernaut did not make much progress there against SFV's wall.
Short stack doing a really great job trying to knock those opposing defensive blockers out of the way. SFV is just so great at recycling back in front of it.
No pack is called. That might loosen up the Pikes Peak defense, and it does. Triceratops unable to stop Hurl at the top, and Hurl is out for lead for SFV.
Oh, and that is going to be, I believe that's Sluggernaut reporting to the box as the jammer.
Yep, they are the jammer, star in hand in the
Yeah,
penalty
stars
box
in
as
hand.
Hurl finishes her first scoring pass. We have a very mixed pack in there right now, and that Hurl is approaching and picking her way through.
That's right.
No pack is called.
That was slow motion. I love that.
Yeah. All right, Sluggernaut back out on the track. They're looking at a very tough 4-wall at the back. Both jammers fighting very tough 4 walls now, and not a whole lot of progress happening.
Lots of big falls. Sluggernaut trying to push through that 2-wall, but now collapsed into a 3-wall.
Yeah. And Slugs finds a clear inside line.
I think they snuck through a little offense SFE was trying to give their jammer.
Yeah.
Great work, great work.
Another 4 points, huge jam.
That's a big jam for SFV.
Yep, so that's a lead change.
Oh, that is a lead change again. Woo!
All right, 92-86 is the score as it stands right now. Just 4 minutes into the second period.
I should have kept tally. I think that's the 3rd lead change. I'll keep tally.
Box is empty. We've got on our Skate Rats jam line, that is Starstruck and Ginger Snap for SFV. Starstruck almost out at the top here. Very close to out of play. Now they are out of play. Starstruck whistled lead.
Starstruck really being smart and being aware of when that out of lead call is probably coming close and being ready for it.
The signal coming from the bench to call it, coming pretty early, very, very conservative, and the bench is now signaling for a timeout. Timeout for Pikes Peak.
Got a 2-point game.
Yeah, let's talk about our sponsor, 888, revolutionizing roller derby safety with cutting-edge helmet tech and unrivaled fit options. Stay protected with 888.
I love it. They have the new Deep Impact. Is that what it's called?
Deep cover?
Deep cover?
Deep cover, I think.
Deep cover.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're in the building this weekend, I bet Skate Rats has got some nice 888 gear over there if you need anything new.
And we'll also just read out 187 killer pads. Often imitated, never duplicated. Stick with the best 187 killer pads. They also have the Pro Derby knee from 187 killer pads. It brings patented features, unmatched ergonomic fit, and industrial strength materials.
That's right, and that's going to bring us to the end of that timeout and back to some derby.
Yeah, the Like OMG starting up front with their 4 blockers, trying to find that jammer, and they do. Pikes Peak fails to find Sugar and Feist, who sneaks through on the inside line.
Big sneak through. Yeah, such a scrummy game of derby. I love it.
Yeah. Yeah, these walls are, the blocker's not willing to give inches at all.
Yes,
here.
yes. Making the jammers fight for every inch.
Oof.
Just continuous recycling. It's great.
All right, Sugar and Feist coming in for their scoring trip.
Ooh.
The bench was saying call it, but I think it took a little bit too long there. Yes, and Pikes Peak gets a couple points.
Able to get 2. Looks like SFV pivot. Gonna report to the box at the end of that last jam. And out on the Skate Rats jam line, we have Rita Repulsa for Pikes Peak and Sucrose Overdose for SFE.
Yeah, both of them fighting in the middle of a very tight scrum here all the way to the first turn and the first apex. A bunch of people taking spills, and Sucrose Overdose takes advantage.
There we go. It's like something.
Sucrose Overdose entering the pack on their scoring trip. Calls it. Looks like they, yeah, she got all 4 points.
4-0 jam. Still at just a 6-point game. Incredibly close.
Oh, yeah. SFV has broken the 100 mark.
All right, now on our skate ratch jam line, we've got American Hurl for SFV and Sluggernaut out there for Pikes Peak.
Yeah, SFV putting just 4 defense at the top here up against Sluggernaut, and Sluggernaut is making a lot of progress here. Yeah, it's one of those little battles of who can just push further.
Yeah.
And it's Sluggernaut. It's great when you're jamming and you get lead and you send one of them to the box with a multiplayer. And I think multiplayer, when you hear that the blockers are called on a multiplayer, that like feels so good because it's like they have to grab on and hang on for dear life to try to stop you.
And they still couldn't do it.
They still couldn't.
Yeah, SFV with 2 blockers in the box right now. Oh, Sluggernaut. Look at Sluggernaut.
Yeah, that was sneaky.
Yeah.
They seemed like they might have been out of bounds.
They were smart.
Not. Yeah.
Super smart, super aware. Not a minute wasted. Ooh, a really big impact coming in there, pushing out that 2 wall. Just keeps pushing. And gonna send another SFV blocker to the box.
Sluggernaut doing a great job here, sending SFV
Yes.
repeatedly back to the box, racking up a lot of points. Looks like we have a star pass here for the Like OMGs.
Yes, I feel like this jam, I love it. Sluggernaut just like really coming in and relying on their like hard power pushing.
Yeah, that is the pivot 4-1-2 Reign of Terror, who's probably thankful that she didn't have to jam that one.
I would be. Oh, yeah. Another lead change. There's
Ch-
the lead change again.
Lead change is a 3-point game in favor of Pikes Peak.
Okay, it's 4th. SFV gonna start with 1 blocker in the box, going into jam 8 of period 2. Woo! Sneaking up right on the inside.
Starstruck, untouched, unseen on the inside
That's
line
right.
there.
It's really been the danger zone, I feel like, all tournament.
Yeah, Ginger Snap takes a spill and is still stuck while being scored on by Starstruck.
Ginger Snap's making it through. Starstruck gonna call it off. There may be a late penalty being assessed. I'm not sure. Looks like it, yeah. We have an SFV blocker reporting to the box.
Yeah, it doesn't bode well for their halftime goal.
No.
Of staying out of the box.
True.
But, Pikes Peak is suffering the same fate a little bit.
This is still very much anybody's game.
Actually, for real.
Yeah, no, like literally, not just like being nice.
The jam starts with a pivot cap on the ground
Yeah, that was
after some
exciting.
confusion. So there's no pivot on the track right now for SFV.
Great job of Zippy Longstocking being like, listen, the jam started, I'm gonna go. Great job taking advantage of that.
Yeah, Zippy Longstocking put up 4 points already.
Amazing.
SFV with no pivot, but their jammer does escape.
See if. Oh, so close. Looks like Pikes Peak was signaling to the jammer to call it off to freeze those last 2, and great call off, but the 2 blockers got released right at the same time.
Yeah, but 4 points.
That's right. But great for SFE. Everyone's got all their blockers back on the track.
Pikes Peak taking their normal spot at the top of the pack here with Helm, Ivana. Let's see.
Setting up
A little
some
bit
good
of offense on the outside.
Yeah. Sent everybody there.
Yeah. Rita Repulsa fighting at the top against HG, and HG wins that fight.
That's right.
Both jammers just searching the track for a way through. And these blockers just shutting it all down. It's super dynamic right now.
Yes.
Pikes Peak putting 4 defense on there, and SFE sending 1 offense.
Pikes Peak defense able to reform around the jammer and the offense.
Amazing. Both jammers get out almost at the same time. Sucrose overdose with a little bit of shenanigans there. Trying to take a shot.
Hey, you're not lead. You're right next to the lead jammer. It's a great choice to make.
Yeah.
And a Pikes Peak blocker going to the box right at the end of that jam.
Skate Rats jam line, it looks like it is Sluggernaut and American Hurl Doll, or Hurl for SFV. They both try the inside line. Sluggerfest doing a little bit of like jammer on jammer defense there, which is paying off because they find room on the inside line.
American Hurl Doll not far behind. Sluggernaut sees that, gonna put a little speed in their step. All right, definitely got at least one of those points. It's gonna be a 1-0 jam.
That was a cool little one-on-one moment by Divide and Stomper there at the back of the pack.
Yeah.
Gave up her point a little bit, but like protected the rest of her teammates.
Exactly. Took the jammer out, made them have to call it. That is a timeout for SFE, like OMG is. Also, if you're in the building this weekend, we have really awesome merch here this weekend. We got some of our regular stuff, but really new, cool Blucifer shirts. Check that out. If you're from the area, you know Blucifer. And we also, specialized for this tournament, have Blucifer's lesser-known cousin, Gooseifer. So we have some Gooseifer shirts that look really, really sick here at Goosebumps. And some really great patches. So if you're in the building, yes, Zach Trace, you do need a Blucifer shirt. I agree.
The Blucifer shirt and the Gooseifer shirt.
Yeah.
I know yesterday we were going to explain Gooseifer.
yeah.
We should explain Blucifer and Gooseifer.
We should.
So like at the Denver airport, which is spooky.
It's very spooky.
So October is the month
Yes.
for Denver airport. There's a giant blue stallion.
Mustang Stallion?
Yeah, blue stallion with red glowing eyes called that we lovingly called Blucifer. I think the official name is the real name is like Blue Stallion.
Oh, well, that's not fun.
No, but everybody calls it Blucifer. So that's our evil blue horse.
Yeah, but like in a fun way.
Yeah.
And
So
that's going to be lead for
Pikes Peak, that's Starstruck over Ginger Snap, who's also out in position to score.
Using that Blucifer magic.
We'll see. That was very close on points there.
I know. I'm really
Got
curious.
a jam ref coming out here to ask. Let's see.
Really felt like SFE might have really closed up that. Oh no, we're checking on a back block.
I thought they were okay. I thought the
they were
jam ref
checking on
was.
points.
Yeah, I thought the jam ref was checking on points. It's a back block issued to the jammer that happened right here, right in front of the camera. So SFV is going to start with a power jam. They kind of loosely send their offense here, and they trap a goat in the back.
Work.
Sugar and Vice like looking back like, I hope there's offense coming. There's not.
Colonel Panic says, you're not going to get me. I'm going to get back up there.
All right, lead jammer for Sugar and Feist.
All right, I'm really curious to see what Pikes Peak will do on this next scoring pass, or SFV, excuse me. Looks like they went for the goading.
Yeah, SFV choosing a goading strategy.
And we have Starstruck for Pikes Peak back on the track, working on her initial pass? No, scoring pass.
Yes. No, no, that's the initial.
It was initial?
They started in the box.
Okay. Oh, that's right.
Triceratops with a little last-minute attempt to knock that jammer off the track, but does not. Okay, so Gooseifer
Goosifer.
is like if Lucifer were a goose.
Right.
Yeah, so that's it.
And but also Goose because standbys.
Yeah, the Denver Roller Derby standbys,
Like,
they're geese.
yeah.
Yeah,
And there's no more explanation than that. Than just they're geese.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
All
Pikes
right.
Peak taking the top here.
Ooh, big hit there.
Zippy Long Stocking versus Sucrose Overdose. Sucrose fighting against the wall at the top here. Both jammers fighting against four walls.
Yeah.
Pikes Peak having to bridge now to hold back Sucrose Overdose. Takes a little bit of a spill.
Stumpy doing a great job making sure they keep control of the jammer with the pack.
Zippy Longstocking out first with Sucrose Overdose just slipping through now.
Ooh. Oh, I see the OPR saying yes, yes, yes.
That was a hard hit on the
That
outside
was.
there, and Zippy Longstocking just shrugging it off and
Yeah.
continuing her path right up the outside line to get
Yeah.
all those points.
Glued on the line. Salt Demon
Yeah.
Mistress staring at those feet and shaking yes.
Yeah, that was some
There.
balance.
Yeah. Some core right there.
All right, the Leica OMG is starting with a pivot in the box, unfortunately, and taking the back wall.
With American Hurl Doll as the jammer for SFE and Rita Repulsa as the jammer for Pikes Peak.
Yeah, Rita Repulsa finding a path right through the middle there. And Hurl stuck up against these four Pikes Peak blockers who did a great job kind of shrugging off
I know.
that they were sweeping the inside and Pikes Peak shut it down, hung on to that jammer.
Great defensive work from short stack just now. Keeping that pocket closed, keeping that jammer in, and going back to bridge when they needed to.
Is that
I think I hear
a
a
jammer
couple.
penalty?
So a couple penalties happening maybe.
Okay.
Oh yeah, 2 blockers in the box right now.
Yeah, one from each side. Rita Repulsa, 4 points, headed back to the pack here for another scoring trip. Conserving energy a little bit here. These walls have been very tough.
They really have.
What a
Whoa!
slick star pass for SFE.
That was amazing.
Yeah,
I thought that was going to be really slick offense, and then it got even cooler and was really sick star pass.
yeah, that was 1977, My Prerogative.
Nice.
From the box, taking a star pass as they were passing
That was
the Pikes Peak defense. That was super sick.
pretty sick.
Yeah. Okay, we're looking at a score of 130 to 112 in favor of Pikes Peak, so an 18-point game.
Still just a couple jam difference. We got Sluggernaut out there for Pikes Peak Roller Derby and Ginger Snapbones for SFE like OMGs.
Yeah, Sluggernaut really fighting here up at the top.
Right, really using that lateral edge work to cut back and forth and make those options on the track. I love it.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a streak of lead jammers for Pikes Peak. They have
Yes.
about a half track advantage currently going into this scoring trip. The captain, Sluggernaut, just kind of picks a couple of points off,
That's right.
calls it off. Maybe a couple of points. We're still deciding. 2.
2? Yeah, Pikes Peak's having a lot of good leads, but SFE just being right behind. But that's all you need. Just keep chipping away at those little 2-point jams, maintaining lead, maintaining control.
Oh, look at this offense on the outside for Pikes Peak. Freeing Starstruck immediately. We call that avalanche in this neck of the woods. And yeah, it worked.
Ooh, and a little ride along there.
Starstruck looking side surfing on the outside, going up the middle here on this scoring
Sugar and
trip.
Spice coming in quick. Ooh. Quick call off.
Yeah.
Again, 2-0.
No,
That's how you win this game.
really, Pikes Peak has had, I think, a slight advantage in penalties
Yeah.
in the second half. and they've gotten a bunch of lead jammers these last like maybe 10 jams. And starting on the top is working out for them. Looks like offense on the outside again.
SFE said, I want to take that.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Whoa. Both jammers. A little jammer on jammer action. People falling down. Everyone's back in action now.
Strong defensive walls again.
Oh, Sucrose overdose with the first lead for San Fernando in like quite a while.
And we have the Pikes Peak Jammer reporting to the box on a cut call.
Yeah, Zippy Longstocking with a cut.
It's going to be a power jam for SFB. They do have lead.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see if they're going to take advantage of this or call it and try to set up on a new power jam.
That pack was, Pikes Peak had quite a scrum going there, but Sucrose Overdose managed to find a way right up the middle.
SFB says, let's run it, let's go.
Okay, Jammer standing in the box, and the Like OMGs are going to keep going. Zippy Longstocking back out on the track. Both Jammers approaching walls here and getting stuck in them.
Ooh, big scrum there of both our defensive walls. Some offense there.
Yeah.
Help Sucrose Overdose sneak on out.
Whoa. An unfortunate.
It's going to be a call off for injury.
Yep.
This is day 2 of Goosebumps here in Denver, Colorado. We've got day 3 coming to you tomorrow. And if that's still not enough derby for you, that's okay. Because Wednesday, October 15th at 6:30 is going to be our new recruit night here at Denver Roller Derby. So if you're watching, are new to Derby, have heard about it, want to come check it out, come check us out. Rather you're interested in becoming an official, a volunteer, or learning to skate, this is the place for you. So come on over. Wednesday, October 15th. There's information on our website, denverrollerderby.org, and our Facebook page, also Denver Roller Derby. I love seeing our skaters get off the track. Thank you again to our medics. Also, if you're ever interested in medicing Derby and have the credentials, we would love to have you, and it's very genuinely the best spot in the house. All right, and we are back to some Derby. We have about 8 minutes left of this second period.
Yeah, with an 11-point game, Pikes Peak starting with 2 blockers in the box. This looks like a lead. Yes, a lead for SFV. That is Zota Hell, which I think the first time they've jammed
I think so. I think
in
they've
this
been pivoting.
game. Yeah. Pikes Peak takes a star pass. Zota Hell is Zota Hell and oh, jammer on jammer action. They both go down. The advantage goes to the jammer that has lead there in that situation. Whenever there's jammer on jammer action, the jammer who has lead has a little bit of advantage, because if it doesn't go well, you just call it off.
Right. SFE closing up that gap by 4 points in that jam. The Like OMGs will start this next jam with 1 blocker in the box. I believe that's American Hurl Doll as a blocker. Yeah. That's going to be Looks like a forearm issue.
Oh, forearm on the Pikes Peak Jammer Sluggernaut. This gives...
Oh, but a cut.
Oh, okay. Ginger Snap goes to the box as well. Both Jammers are going to sit for a very short period of time and re-enter. Sluggernaut coming out first. So 2-minute jam. We'll see which team is able to take advantage and get some more scoring trips.
That's right, 2-minute jam.
Both teams opting for some forward defense. Well, Pikes Peak sends an offense up there to try to help Sluggernaut.
And sending an SFV blocker to the box as this pack is being pushed out by Sluggernaut. Oh, we got a little bit of a penalty spiral.
Wild penalty spiral. SFV have 3 blockers in the box right now. Actually, they're sending one back, but 3 butts sitting on the bench, which is not allowed.
Oh, that's correct. So one in queue, one in queue.
Yeah. So
Sluggernaut coming in hot and heavy. Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. Love
this
it.
is not great for SFV because Sluggernaut probably their highest scoring jammer in this game, and they're lacking blockers on the track right now.
Really excels in pushing those blockers out. So the less blockers to push, the better.
There we go, another 4 points for Slugs.
Got about 15 seconds
with 15
left.
seconds, so there's enough time for Pikes Peak to pick up some more points. Ginger Snap just fighting this. It's really just like a 2-wall.
Right, there's just 2 butts really controlling that jammer.
Okay, so it was Pikes Peak who took advantage. 10 points to 3. I think 10.
I think 10.
That's what. Yeah.
That's what it says.
So having your best jammer on when you have a 2-minute jam like that, having probably your best jammer in this game at least, right? On the track.
While 3 blockers go to the box.
The opponent just sends everyone to the box.
Right.
They're like sending more people to the box now.
Oh, the one in queue. There was one in queue.
Yes.
The pivot in queue.
All right.
And one additional
Another
blocker.
one. Okay, so two SFV blockers in the box.
Shout out to our penalty box officials in this game, especially our PBM. A lot of jammer swaps happening. Really on top of it, making sure we're keeping the right jammers on the track.
Oh, they're still in an official timeout. Okay, so Skate Rat Skate Shop, located in downtown Loveland, is very excited to see the return of roller derby in Colorado. A proud longtime sponsor of Denver Roller Derby, Skate Rats is a one-stop shop for all things skate. Check out their wide variety of products, from custom skates to safety gear to skateboards and clothing. With over 10 years of experience with the Skate Rats staff, is friendly and knowledgeable in helping you find or build whatever you may need. Check out skaterats.com. That is SK8RATZ.com for a great selection of product and speedy shipping services to anywhere worldwide. Visit their retail store in Loveland for a smooth and enjoyable shopping experience.
I love Skate Rats.
Me too.
And they have a cute logo. I always love their logo. It's got a rat because they're skate rats. But again, even if you're from out of state, still utilize Skate Rats. They're a great company. They ship fast. They ship quickly. They're knowledgeable. All right. Got our penalty box sorted out, and we're headed back.
Yeah.
Into the last, 4 or so minutes of this game.
Yeah, Triceratops smartly leaving her jammer to fight against 2 people. There's a no pack. I'm surprised there wasn't a blocking out of play penalty there. But Starstruck fighting up. Wow, SFV. Oh. Wow.
Yeah.
Sugar and Feist out for lead despite having 2 blockers in the box. That pays off massively for them. We'll see if those 2 blockers can get out. Wow, they're scoring.
Here we
2
go.
blockers released.
Perfect. They have time to call it before.
They're going to run it. Pike. No, they're not. Okay.
All right, let's see if they were able to call that off in time. It's like Pikes Peak did still squeeze in 1 point for Starstruck.
There seems to be an issue with the score. So
Oh, there we go.
I saw a jam ref signal for yes.
There we
Okay.
go.
Right. So it's an 11-point game. Sugar and Feist just fighting her way through the pack there while down 2 blockers was
That was
epic.
beautiful.
This late in the game, like that's super
Yes.
important.
Yeah.
Okay, Sucrose Overdose fighting against a 4-wall at the top here for Pikes Peak.
Really trying to push them out of play to use that packet to their advantage.
This SFV wall holding back Rita Repulsa is just a stalemate in the pack right now.
Yes. We are losing a Pikes Peak blocker, though.
There it is.
Yep.
There it is. San Fernando out first for lead. Pikes Peak is down 1 blocker.
So much literally anybody's game.
Yeah, super advantageous moment. Sucrose Overdose just finding a. I don't think Pikes Peak saw her coming.
I don't think so. It's too sneaky. All right, they're trying to get a goat. We'll see if this goat can do some offense for their jammer back there. Oh, my goodness. Just sneaking through on the lines.
Massive 8 points so far for Sucrose Overdose. It does a little jammer on jammer. Knocks down Rita Repulsa.
We need that time. They got 2 blockers in the box. They need every second they can.
Yeah. Sucrose Overdose scoring, looking a little bit tired, calls it off.
I think this is a injury call off.
Oh. Yeah, injury call off. Well.
All right.
Almost a lead change.
Almost.
I'm not sure that score reflects the last scoring trip.
I'm not sure either.
I think the jam refs haven't given points yet for the last scoring trip. Both jammers were in the pack at the end there. So we'll wait and see. Right now, the Like OMGs have a pivot in the box. Well, there's a bit of a conversation happening right now between medics and officials. We'll see what we can find out. Well, just as a reminder, some upcoming events for DRD. We have new recruit night Wednesday, October 15th at 6:30 p.m. Are you interested in playing roller derby, becoming an official, or helping as a volunteer, which could include announcing, being a medic, being a photographer? So now's your chance. In flight school, you will learn all things roller derby. That's if you're going to be a skater. From the skating basics all the way up to full contact. This event is for people of any gender who are 18 plus and are interested in learning roller derby. No experience necessary. And we also have on Saturday, October 25th at 6 p.m. That's our October doubleheader for DRD. Come see 2 amazing games right here at the Roller Dome. It's an adult mix-up and a super surprise. It seems like there was some sort of a unique situation pertaining to the injury call-off at the end of the last jam. So officials are having to discuss the points, and they're having to discuss whatever that situation was.
Because I know you'll be hungry after this back-to-back league changes. So today we have the Adobo Denver. They offer a wide variety of dishes to all tastes, including vegetarian and vegan options. Our menu changes seasonally to ensure we are always using the freshest ingredients available. So here in a couple minutes, go get you something to eat from our lovely food truck.
Well, while we have time, I'm going to talk about Great Divide Brewing Company. Is a brewery of great character, making remarkable beer while being active in the community, partly by supporting us here at the Roller Dome. That's what we serve at our bar, and yeah. We are still in an officials timeout. Officials at our dais here have had to leap into action from their seats and try to figure out whatever it is that we are figuring out. Another little wrinkle there that what happened with what happened at the end of that jam. So we have points. I think those are finalized. 8 points for San Fernando. Pikes Peak finished their scoring pass, so they got 4 points at the end of the jam before it was called. And there's now a Pikes Peak jammer sitting in the penalty box. That is Sluggernaut in the penalty box. They were the jammer at the end of the last jam, and this one's starting in 5 seconds. Here we go. Sugar and Feist out for lead, still on a power jam, with Sluggernaut still sitting in the box. SFV is hanging back there waiting to sweep the inside, and they do. Huge help to Sugar and Feist. Puts up 4 points. We're within 3 points here, so this next scoring trip could be a lead change. And it is. There's 4 points, so SFV takes a 1-point lead here with 1 minute and 20 seconds left in the game. Sluggernaut finding a way through. So Sluggernaut in position to score. They're going to threaten to score, and we'll see if SFV calls it off. They do. Wow, a huge jam for SFV. A lead change. A 5-point lead with 52 seconds left on the clock. Pikes Peak calls a timeout. They call a timeout to save a little bit of time here, and they still have timeouts. Both teams have timeouts in case this next jam is short and they maybe need to use one to save time. This last jam is going to be super important, getting lead. Pikes Peak has a 1 blocker in the box right now, so slight advantage to SFV.
50 seconds left.
Yes,
5-point game.
Yes, 50. Hi, Grizz is back.
Woo! What happened?
We had a huge jam for SFV. Well, so Sluggernaut started in the box in that last jam. SFV went out there and put up 12 points to get the lead.
Goodness. Oh my gosh,
All right.
There's a lead change. I didn't see it.
Yes, right. So.
Oh my goodness, I'm so nervous in my tummy.
Yeah, 5-point game. We have Starstruck and Sucrose Overdose.
Great choices.
On the Skate Rats jam line. Both jammers starting very cautiously.
Blockers
Both walls
okay.
starting cautiously. They take a if they take up too much time here, whichever team gets lead is going
I
to
was going to say Pikes Peak got a little bit more of.
Be the team with a huge advantage here. Let's see. Sucrose Overdose decides to go. Falls down. Starstruck getting lead for Pikes Peak. They're down by 5. Sucrose Overdose also getting out. So they're going to have to run this jam or decide to call it and call a timeout. Let's see what they do.
Pikes Peak 2 blockers in the box. They're running. I see the run sign. Let's see.
They might be running it.
Looks like it.
Sucrose Overdose out first. 8 seconds left. Pikes Peak needs to decide what to do. Are they going to keep going with this jam, or are they going to call it and call a timeout? They're going to keep going.
They're going to keep going.
They're going to keep going. Their lead. They need
the
points now, and they have to stop Sucrose Overdose. Call the jam. They call the jam. I think that's advantage to SFV. It looks like it. Yeah, SFV put up 8 points in that jam to Pikes Peak's 1, so it's a 12-point. No.
I think, as you say, I'm not sure.
Okay, those points. Okay, we'll wait for the points to sort out. But unless there's an official review or an official timeout that changes something, it looks like SFV, the like OMGs, have it in the bag.
I think they do. There's the whistle. What an absolutely amazing game.
Oh my God. And like so much credit to Sugar and Feist for getting that huge power jam for 12 points previous to this one, and Sucrose Overdose, getting out not lead, but it was super, super important to force Pikes Peak to like call that jam probably earlier than they should have at the end there.
Absolutely.
Wow, what a game.
That was amazing. Great job to both teams. Great job to our officials. The penalty box doing all sorts of swapping and cues and I don't even know what.
Yeah, I think we stopped tracking our lead changes.
Yeah.
I think our lead change tracker is out of date.
It was at least 5, if not more.
There was a bunch there. So, yeah, thank you for San Fernando Valley for traveling up here and visiting us, and for Pikes Peak, just driving up the street here, driving up I-25.
Just a nice little hour drive.
Yeah. Wow. Incredible game.
Great.
There's more to come. So
next up, well, we got a little bit of a break. We got to get our officials some snacks. But at 4 o'clock, come on back for our standbys versus the Creepy Crawlers mix-up team we have here this weekend. You might see some of these Pikes Peak skaters there again. Then after that, we have layovers versus Naughty Pines. And then to wrap up the night, Bruising Altitude against Tampa Tantrums.
Yes, layovers at 6 p.m., Bruising versus Tampa at 8 p.m. Those are Mountain Time. Come back and join us for the next few games of Goosebumps 2025. I'm Leah.
And I'm Grizz.
And we're signing out. Thanks for watching that one. It was crazy.
Bye.